Hey everybody, I am a human being, I am alive, I am only mildly congested, I feel amazing. I'm in that euphoria of yesterday I was sick, today I'm not, and I feel that joy from the contrast between yesterday and today. Alright, now that I'm alive again, and I've got, you know, confirmation that I will survive this sickness, time to do a daily. Yesterday's daily became 4.15th percentile. That was bad for our average. It's gone up to 2.68, but we're still like top 60 on the leaderboard, something like that. We were 558th place yesterday, so we are, let me see, on the leaderboard here, we are 49th, actually, better than I thought. Let's do today's daily, and today's daily we are going to be, oh right, I have mods on, my mistake. We're going to be Isaac. We are going to go where no man has gone before. We're going to go to Shoal, which, or, yeah, that is Shoal, which means we want to make sure that we're going, to the Hush fight and then Delirium, and there's no seed. Why is our range 83? What the fuck? Shit. That's the sound of my run as Ryan contemplates what could have caused this. Ooh, that's, come on, Tyrone, come on, Tyrone. Okay, seriously, though, I don't really understand, what's doing this. What is it today? International House of Pancakes Day? Yeah, so, I mean, we're gonna try to make this work. To be honest with you, it doesn't seem that horrible right now. I mean, our tiers, like, are doing a decent amount of damage. It's kind of hard to hit an enemy, I'll give you that. Certainly no question about that, but I don't really understand what's going on. Either way, when uncertainty prevails, are we at an advantage or a disadvantage? I have built my life on zaniness. I'm like a, you know, people are always like, what if you had twins and then you raised them so that one of them, you know, only lived in the water? What would that twin look like? You know, how would their life be? I am that twin. I have raised myself in an Isaac environment of, like, exclusively making suboptimal decisions that has not made me a superhuman Isaac player. It's just made me an unusual Isaac player. But that is interesting enough in its own right. So when I see something like this, I feel like if you were a rational human being, or a rational Isaac player, your response immediately is, oh, no, I'm not gonna do this, and you just turn it off and you go do something productive with your time. But me, I just look at this and I go, what's different? Just another day at the office, right? So I think, basically, I've got the pattern sorted here. We just want to stand on a 45-degree angle relative to our bosses. And then, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not the most enjoyable damage dealing endeavor of all time. It's taken an awful long time to get this done. So what I'm hoping is that we manage to find some way. Okay, I gotta be honest with you, we gotta rush. Even though we're only 2 minutes in, if even getting damage upgrades, I think boss rush is gonna be a pain in the fucking dick. So, if we want to make sure that happens, make sure Hush happens, sure, you got me. So that we can actually get the maximum possible point benefit, I think we gotta go pretty fast. Like, Jesus Juice helps, don't get me wrong. Oh, good, a range upgrade. But, yeah, I think we need to go a little bit faster. Damn, baby, I can go that fast, and I know someone who can. Sweet, we'll get that on the way back. Yeah, this is, I mean, it sort of sucks, right? Like, this is not amazing. No, wait, battery charge, okay. Do you get that battery charge? Or do you just... let's go for this. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's what Daddy likes. Okay, so anybody who doesn't get this Joker card is gonna have to deal with this bullshit knife, or sorry, bullshit tears for like the entire run. I'm gonna take the Pact as well, because it tends to be great. Let's just see how this works. It works totally fine. Might seem a little janky, and might be a little janky, but honestly, I'm pretty pleased with the way this looks now. Oh man, this is actually like extremely nice because I'm just being honest with you. If you didn't get Mom's Knife on this daily and you had to roll with those tiers, you're at an enormous disadvantage right now. I would hate me too. It's basically just, but, you know, for the grace of God go I. I got pretty lucky here. Mom's Knife shoots relatively straight despite whatever is affecting our tiers. So, I mean, is it annoying? Yes. But it's not nearly as annoying as it was about 2 seconds ago. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for this straight. We're actually not that tight for time anymore, so I'm gonna come down here and see if we wanted a reroll there, which we don't. So we'll go back and use the reroll on that thing. I just thought maybe if it was like Guppy's head, we'd want to have the reroll ready. Although we might have maybe just taken Guppy's head, to be honest with you. Item rooms have been fairly trash so far, but I'm not complaining too hard because obviously, you know, life has been pretty good for us. We'll probably go for that money. And that seems like it could be a reasonable crack at a second secret room. I think we just kill the boss right away, to be honest with you, and then see how the life looks after that point. Oh, I'm so thankful. This is the real meaning of Christmas right here, is how I feel right now on this run. I do believe that anybody feels the way I feel about you now. Alright, free shop access. World card at least gives us secret room guarantees. And you know what? Actually, totally perfect opportunity to get something here. Although, well, let's take the pill. Worst it could be is like health down. Instead, we get dice shard, which we can use as a reroll. So we only know where one of our secret rooms is, and I am going to use a bomb to get 5 cents here. To be honest with you, we might want to pick up a spirit heart just to keep. Oh. No, there's no way. I was thinking we could kick that over, but all that to save 1 bomb is not really great. 9 lives? Central Park? No, it's Yum Heart. So, we'll pick it up. That at least stops it from respawning on pedestals, and then we'll dice shard it. Book of Revelations, I'm very happy to have it, to be honest with you. And, although it seems like kind of overkill right now. Well, let's see. Ace of Hearts. This won't reroll Book of Revelations, right? Yeah. So although it seems like kind of overkill right now, I would pay 5 cents for a battery charge to reroll Book of Revelations, and the whole reasoning behind that is trying to get something better than it. And Seraphim shoots out those Sacred Heart tiers, so I'm okay with that. I feel like we are very well poised right now. This is... We have everything we need already, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We could do the Delirium fight like this, although I'd prefer to get a lot stronger before we do so. This is... I think we're set up extremely well relative to the competition. To the point where, like, I don't know how you could be set up that much better. If you can find, like, you know, maybe Tractor Beam shows up and irons out our knife here, that's one thing. And, you know, we do still want to go fast. We're probably slightly too slow for boss rush, but our speed is high. As of right now, we're behind schedule, but I expect that we will get ahead of schedule. Come on, dude. There you go. Yeah, like, we get out of here by, like, 9:30, get out of the next floor by 13, and then we're back in business, you know? So, 1 cent. Ooh, it did get a reroll. Little chest is okay, but not that good. Dr. Fetus. I think I say no to it. And, I panicked and took Eden's Blessing, which maybe is completely irrelevant at this point, but I figured, god damn it, we're gonna take a shot at it regardless. So why did I skip Dr. Fetus? Well, I was like, okay, we got bombs. These bombs are going to put down knives via sad bombs, which is going to kind of suck. I actually think that, in hindsight, Fetus in a Jar is the right play, and I'm really pissed about it, because, not because I didn't take it, but because everybody else is going to get it now. And it's not like I want other people to suffer, but I would love them to have a lot of fun and rank terribly, because that would be good for me. However, I do still think... Not necessarily that Eden's Blessing was the right call, that's kind of ridiculous, but I do think that having Mom's Knife over Dr. Fetus, or sorry, it's Fetus in a Jar, there is a meaningful difference here, is good for us, because we'll kill a lot of enemies faster. As ridiculous as that might sound, we will be a little bit faster, I think, when it comes to getting rooms killed. Because Epic Fetus, you still have to wait for the bomb to drop. I mean, Hive Mind is pretty good. Yeah, that was maybe a little bit of a misstep, but This is okay. So when I said I was pissed, I don't really mean like I'm pissed. I just mean that it does open up an easier avenue for our competition to perform better. But they're not just our competition, you know, they're also our friends and my audience. So more power to you. I love you guys. Thanks for joining the bro army. Okay, we're gonna put a bomb down here. Try to find our secret room, which obviously worked. And then, you know what? We have golden chests. Why don't we go back? Like I said, if we get out of here by 9:30, we're doing ourselves proud. So, open all of these. We already got blood bag out of one, which was actually very sweet. And as I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. 15 cents. 16 cents. So do we care about an arcade, or do we care about buying something from the shop? Buying something from the shop seems advisable. I am going to just go do this room down here because I think we have time. And look at that, there's a curse room next to it, and it's a good opportunity to use our spirit heart, perhaps. And by spirit heart, I mean D6, but we got a demon heart that, you know, paid for itself, at least on that room. Of course, we want to do boss rush as well, so we might want to save even a little bit more time. But here, 9 volts is good enough, I think. You know, we've found ourselves a little bit shy on D6 charges in the past. It's a relatively safe bet that makes me a little bit of a baby back bitch, but that's okay. That floor had consequences. And do I think that we've done the right thing? Not necessarily. Ooh, I love a stars card here. So as far as I'm concerned, even if he didn't pay out, I'm gonna take the speed upgrade because I want to go fast. Even if he didn't pay out, we could have given him a few spirit hearts just to try to speed the whole process along. D7, interesting, not really my favorite call right now. And HP, on the other hand, come on, dude. HP, on the other hand, could be very good, but I don't necessarily think it's necessary. So we're just gonna see if maybe we get another reroll soon enough to make that room better. Obviously, like, anything that gives us more damage is preferable. Although HP is not that bad. I think on a daily, though, what I learned from... Oh my god, I'm excited here. I mean, I'm not excited, I'm despondent. There's a pill for you. I'm despondent that we took I'm excited. Both of these are kind of bad, but we can reroll. Yes, okay. Yes! Okay, we'll take both because we wanted to take Death's Touch regardless, even though it's a tiers downgrade. What do we think about HP now? I guess I'd like to have 1. 1 HP is ideal for deals. I almost, you know, referenced Wonderwall again. That would have been 2 times in one video, which would have given the Gallagher brothers the legal recourse to sue me. But I was thinking about it today. You know, I was listening to, well, I wasn't listening to Wonderwall, but I was listening to Neil Cicierga's Wall Spin. You know, it's Wonderwall mashed up with, You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round. I know you're like, oh, stop talking about that album. It's okay. It's just an aside. But that was really the first time that I understood Wonderwall, because, you know the lyrics. Today is gonna be the day when they never throw it back to you. Or, well, at first he says they're gonna throw it back to you, but then he says, you know, but they'll never throw it back to you at the end. You know, he turns it on its side. And previously I was like, yeah, throw it back to you. You know, like give you responsibility or, you know, be nice to you or something like that. And then I realized that, no, this is just actually a song about playing catch. You ever play catch with somebody? You know, you're throwing a baseball or some other sort of throwable ball around. You throw it to them, and then they start having a conversation with, like, somebody across the bleachers or something like that, or they're dilly-dallying, just throwing the ball up and looking at it, and you're like, they're not throwing it back to me. Throw it back to me. Today was supposed to be the day, but you're not throwing it back to me. And, like, that deep sensation and feeling of, like, I need to get that ball. That I finally understood. The song shouldn't be called Wonderwall. It should be called I Wonder Where's My Ball. But it's not even like, you know, you're gonna be like, ha ha ha, scrotum. But no, that's not. Look, it's about more than that. This is a universal song for universal people, okay? Alright. Hopefully that anecdote went over relatively well. We're doing, by the way, relatively well right now ourselves. I think I am going to come back. We can afford to be... Oh, yeah, that's fine. We can afford to be a little slower here, as much as that flies in the face of what I said earlier, but we can afford to take our time is maybe a better way to explain that. So, I'm going to come in here. Greed? It's a good time for a greed fight, because we were just short of enough money to make this work, and then we get Steam Sale. Steam Sale is beautiful if we, especially if we can get, the blue womb to work for us, especially if we can get a second Steam Sale at some point along the way. No, I'm okay with this. Alright, so what was the other card in there? It was Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts is actually completely irrelevant. We're out of here basically at exactly the right time. And I think that we've done everything we need to do to be okay right now, except maybe find the second secret room, which we can do right here. Of course, the other part of Epic Fetus that I didn't factor in was, wait a minute, is the fact that you get unlimited bombs, which is good for you. I was just looking for second secret room possibilities there, which is really good from a point standpoint, but we'll just have to live with that. Hey, here's an Isaac mod for you. What if you take Epic Fetus, and it's a very simple mod. All you do is reskin it, so it becomes Epic Reedus. And you might be saying, you just replace it with a picture of Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl on The Walking Dead, and I say, how did you know? Have you been reading my diary? Yes, Epic Reedus. Give it a try. That one's on the house. So you owe me 50% of what you make. That's what on the house means. It means buy me a house. Alright, so we got Guppy's head. That's 1/3 of the Guppy conundrum here. And, I really want to become Guppy, but if I become Guppy, I will always remember that I, sadly, was a moron and didn't buy a half-price hive mind. Although, to be honest with you, all hive minds are going to be half-price if we ever see them again, so we might be able to capitalize on that sick deal once more. It's tough. Well, you know what? I value Beelzebub. So Obsessed Fan is like just okay, and with Mom's Knife is probably highly irrelevant as a damage source, but I do value the Beelzebub transformation. I'm not taking that just to save time, although that is a benefit. I actually think that there is a universe in which taking that allows us to get Beelzebub, which speeds us up greatly, but also gives us, you know, future prospects via the ability to fly. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I was gonna say, if we miss that guy with 2 diagonal shots in a row, I'm gonna lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. I'm gonna lose my mind freaking everywhere. Guys, it feels so good to be able to have energy in dialogue again. You know, a week, 8 days, something like that. It's a long time to be sick, man. I pride myself on... Well, I mean, it's a very stupid thing to pride yourself on. There's like nobody in the world, well, very few people in the world think that they get sick a lot. It's something, like, nobody goes into a conversation like, oh yeah, dude, I get sick all the time. You know, I guess it's something about wanting to, you know, show the tribe that we've got hardy genetic stock, so when fuck season comes around, you're like, yeah, I want to fuck the guy who never gets a cold. But, you know, I tend not to get sick. Is that a Beelzebub enabler? I only took it because I thought it was, but we're using our knife predominantly here. Steam Sale. Oh. Steam Sale. Doot, 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 doot. I was doing a daily run on Wednesday, March 22nd. Oh, yeah, you're the only fucking idiot who knows the lyrics to Freeze Frame by the Jay Giles Band. Just relax your fucking shit, dude. Okay. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that we shouldn't have taken that, but what I'm trying to say is, to be sick for that long was embarrassing for me. I don't get sick that often, but when I get sick, it's very visible. You can't hide it, you know, because I'm talking all the time. I will take a speed upgrade, even though this might not seem that good. We need to get a little bit of a move on, although we're still fine. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks, dude. And the other part is, like, not really being able to rest because there's work to do, but also because, you know, I sounded bad, but I felt okay. So it's like I can't really... It's not like I'm infecting anybody else in the office, although Kate did get sick, so maybe ignore that I just said that. But, you know, there's work to be done. I feel capable of doing it, so... Plus, you know, PAC's exhausted the backlog is really like a perfect storm of badness, but I feel that energy within me today, although I'm still very, very slightly stuffed up. I'm like, you know, I can breathe easy for the first time in a little while. Nothing. Right, I forgot we had a theme. Doesn't actually mean that much, but it does mean, like, if we get hit, we should try to take advantage of it. Well, compared to yesterday's daily, like, boss rush should be a walk in the park here. This must be a library, which means we'll probably get bookworm. It's a, wait. I thought we'd already been to... Okay, brain is broken. Reroll. Oh, there's Hive Mind again. They've done it. Okay, take this. It's Beelzebub. I told you. Oh, and you have to roll with this on dailies. This is a non-negotiable part of a daily. Crooked Penny is a huge... high score enabler on a daily, so don't get it twisted. I love it to begin with, but it's compulsory. And you might say, well, you could just, you know, not care about your score that much, and that is valid, I'll admit. However, I also just, like, I like this, it's a good item, I have fun with it, so I'm gonna take it. So, I mean, if that bothers you, I literally have every excuse to take this on this run, and I think it's fun. So, you know, put that in your pipe and fuck it. I'm not trying to be rude. Sick. Oh, good. Double amnesia. I guess we don't need our shop key anymore. Hopefully we didn't fuck up our penny for getting into this room, because we would like to get the penny back to max before we... Ah, shit. Okay, well, what do we got? It's Fire Mind. I do not like Fire Mind very much. Yeah, we've done a number on this one, dude. Tell you what, you take Fire Mind. Just to speed up this whole Thank you. Just to speed up this whole situation, you take Fire Mind and then you get ready to use Swallowed Penny on the next sort of setup we got going on here. So you take... Go. Let's do it. We want permanent Polaroid invincibility temporarily, at least. And then we come in here, we got Cursed Eye, Red Biohazard, Notched Axe, and Little Haunt. We take Red Biohazard, and then double up. Oh, snap. So what do we do here? It's very simple. You don't take the virus yet. By the way, do we get growth hormones on this run? I don't think so. So we're gonna be at 2 syringes then, because we definitely got Speedball. Okay, so now... Take this, double up. Okay, so now our chain is done, but we still got a free item out of it either way. And that's why Swallowed Penny, that's one of the reasons why Swallowed Penny is, you know, compulsory on these. Next thing we want to do is probably just make sure we have a reroll stored up. So that when we get through the boss rush, we can maybe double whatever item we get there. Life's good, though. This daily is actually fine. Is it maybe worse than it would be if we had Epic Fetus? Yeah, we might have Epic Fetus that shoots out a bunch of squiggly knives. And I said no to it. And I didn't say no to it for a good reason. I wasn't really thinking about it as hard as I probably should have. Okay, that was like 12 dodges in 2 seconds on the bloat. All because of my poor positioning, so... In a weird way, it almost seems smart to use the Swallowed Penny right now and just turn all these red hearts maybe into a single penny, which would hilariously actually be a good call because red hearts are worth nothing to me. But I think that that's like a, you know, r/I am very smart play. I'm not interested in appearing smart. I'm interested in, you know, I care more about what I think, in my own self-confidence, I guess. You know, I try to amuse myself. If we did a run, a modded run the other day, the item was called Flask of the Gods, and it said, you know, hey, it gives you an all-stats upgrade or a stats upgrade, but be careful, drinking makes you lazy. And then when I took it, it gave me a negative 0.1 speed upgrade. So, or if you want to be more accurate, it gave me a 0.1 speed downgrade. People went, wow, how did this guy not realize that that's what drinking makes you lazy does? Maybe because I got another million things on my mind as I give you commentary and start okay, we don't even want to double that. And, you know, I start going off on like, well, you know, I wonder how Steve Hartwell feels about Steve Harvey, you know? Like, I've got these anecdotes running a co-routine on the right side of the brain, and then the left side of the brain is like, oh yeah, remember that wordplay that was, that seemingly innocuous line that was in the mod description? Actually, that was the keys to the kingdom. Yo, in the patch notes, just put, it gives you a negative 0.1 speed upgrade. I'm begging you. Don't have infinite processing power, right? Like right now I'm thinking, oh my god, what if you know, the Canucks finish second last in the league but they end up picking 5th in the draft lottery again. You know, I'm running those simulations in my head thanks to the Vegas Golden Knights, but you want me to focus on stupid things like the Binding of Isaac. Help. Oh, I knew that we were going to get hit there. It's my own fault. But we've really, like, look at this score. The score is good. Especially considering we're not crushing it from a consumable standpoint. I'm really happy with what our points look like right now. Do we have Guppy's tail? Like, why are we getting so many golden chests? I'm really happy with our score right now. And we've only been hit, like, you know, 6 times on the whole run. So our damage penalty is not going to be bad. We also, I didn't mean to take that, but that's, I think that's the right call. And then we hope for like a, we're gonna take an unknown pill in here. We want it to be 48-hour energy. It fucking was! He's a god. Okay, so we take this Verp. It's another 48-hour energy. It's quite good, actually. I think I am going to take Book of Belial just to get closer to Bookworm and get closer to invincibility. I tried the double thinking that red chest maybe would give me something, and it actually might have. Let's try these other pills. Perks. Telepills, fuck. That's fine. I mean, we got plenty of time. If anything, this just forces me to get more points. Nobody's going to talk about the fact that I accidentally picked the right pill. It's not a skill thing. Except that I was like, let's take a pill we don't know the effect of. It's extremely lucky. But my god, dude, what are the odds of that? That's not a fat bong rip in the background, by the way. I'm drinking a McDonald's coffee. And you're like, I know, you're a big shot. But the cup is designed in the way that it, like, percolates as you drink it. I don't like it. Just feel like somewhere there's like some guy patting him on the back, you know, patting himself on the back. You know, there's been a lot of evolution in coffee cup technology recently. Sorry, not doing it. Yeah, but why though is the question. You ever go to a 7-Eleven, have a coffee from a 7-Eleven cup? It's just fine. I'm glad we're not using styrofoam cups anymore. They do make the coffee taste a little weird. And sometimes you're like, I'm consuming half of this cup. I'll give you that. Ooh. Ooh, baby, I love your way. This is gorgeous, dude. But I think we're getting too fancy with the coffee cups. There's a recent invention, you know, within the past 20 years at least, which in terms of coffee is maybe, you know, a short-term time scale. A recent invention that's very important, and that's the coffee sleeve. When I was a kid, you know, you watch your parents get a coffee at the coffee shop. This coffee's very hot, it's burning the shit out of my hands. What do you do about it? I don't know, it's the 90s, just live with it. And I don't know what I'm saying. You know, everybody was loving life back then. It's Gen X is like, my hands hurt as much as, you know, the economy right now. Actually, it was bumping. Okay, don't ever bring up that damage. You're getting a little silly here right now. Slow down. Now, they've got the coffee sleeve. The little piece of recyclable cardboard goes around the coffee cup. Extremely valuable. I will even in the I got an iced coffee in the summer, I take a sleeve. You know why? I fucking paid for it. It's built into the cost, for one. But then also beyond that, I don't want my hands to get too cold. I want my hands to stay at roughly cardboard temperature. I think we're still fine, by the way. Might want to be a little cautious on this upcoming deal with the devil, but we should be able to beat Hush pretty easily. By the way, Eden's Blessing actually seems a lot better now. I don't think we care enough about those. Eden's Blessing seems a lot better now because having this fast rate of fire is very good for Tech X plus Shielded Tears. Alright, so... I mean, you take Sackboy for certain. You take a Spirit Heart as well. That battery charge is potentially quite useful. Alright, you take Infestation 2. There's no doubt that's what happens in that room. And then here... You probably take Booger Tears, even though I doubt it works at all. So we're going to start Infestation 2, and a double didn't work. Check this quickly and just see what we get. We're now off the clock, by the way. We have no, like, we're not beholden to time limits anymore. Which is very nice. So now we go in here, and maybe, I'm like, maybe we double it? But what does doubling it actually do? Not much, right? Let's take this. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, we tried. Bomb for 5 cents. I just don't really care right now about that. From a point standpoint, I'm not sure if that actually helps. So as good as our knife is, when you have Shielded Tears, Tech X, you know, lots of damage, Hive Mind, Infestation 2, seems advisable to me to just basically pump out these Tech X shots as fast as you possibly can. And we are, like, extremely well equipped for a Hush fight right now. We still have to dodge, like, some of those shots are getting through here. I don't really know the logic that Shielded Tears use with something like Tech X, but that's okay. Swallowed Penny is also a great item on the Delirium floor, dude. I feel like there's a shitty reaction gif, like, in this right now. It's like, you know, my reaction when I put lube on my butthole, and then it's like one of these tears starting out very small and then slowly getting larger. I stole that from Reddit, okay? There was one recently where, like, a dude had a ring of toothpicks and he put, like, a bit of dish soap or something in the center and they all spread apart. But you see, that's what makes it... It's thievery if I don't admit that. It's just referential if I do, and I get the same benefit of you thinking I'm funnier than I actually am either way. So we're very nearly done with this, which is kind of amazing to me. Genuinely makes it one of the best Hush fights we've ever had. This has been like less than 2 minutes. Not only have we not gotten hit, at least not yet, we haven't even gotten close to having gotten hit. Delirium does do a lot of contact damage, so we are going to be a little concerned. But I think right now it's great. What's up with this room? It's like weird stuff on the ground. Admittedly, if I'm embarrassed about anything on this run, it's the fucking, the damage that I took 2 times. Oh, that, I just moved right out of the way of that one. The damage I took 2 times on the Womb 2 by walking into enemies. This is a run where I think it's very conceivable after you get Mom's Knife to have never been hit, so... I mean, we did go several floors without taking any damage, or at least much damage, but... You know, I'm slightly annoyed by the preventable damage I took here. There's probably... It's nice when you can aggregate it like this, but there's probably like 3 or 4 bits of preventable damage. It's not enough to make me think that this was a bad run. And again, I think a lot of people are... like, if you don't get Mom's Knife is a special item, right? So if you... I mean, in more ways than one, but if you don't get Mom's Knife, you don't get the special item, which augments the appearance of other items throughout the game. It should make other special items less likely to appear, but I don't know how that affects something like us seeing Epic Fetus on a reroll. Does it make it more likely you'll get Epic Fetus earlier, or does it make it so that Epic Fetus, I just don't know. It's like a butterfly effect sort of situation we got going on here. I mean, 48-hour energy is great, but, you know, we will want to use Black Rune at some point. But 48-hour energy is worth holding for the first time that we use Omega Penny on this floor. What you use Black Rune for is when you have a shitty active item. Okay, I will go back. I will go back for these. Ace of Spades, Wheel of Fortune. So the Ace of Spades is meaningless, but... Ooh, golden bombs. Still relatively meaningless, but... we're looking for rooms that cannot possibly be... delirium right now. And we can afford to wait on those, by the way. Like, we don't have to use our battery charges right away because we're getting so many on the ground thanks to having sack boys, so... Just trying to find some fucking boss fights. They don't exist anymore. Great little fly army and spider army working out for us here, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. Okay, so that just indicates to me that there are 2 boss fights here that can't possibly be delirium, which is great news. We'll take this. Double it. Did not double. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Ace of Spades again. I'm looking for, like, a world card. I don't know what I've done. I got a full charge somewhere along the lines, though. Now, that could be a delirium fight, so let's come back here. I want a world card just so I know, like, where I stand with respect to some of these items. I don't even know about these. These knives are looking a little funky. Oh, dude, tarot cloth, absolutely. And then we double it up. We got another Joker card. Wow, okay. So now we pop 48-hour energy. Try this. Oh, and we fucked up our Joker card. But you know what? Relatively minor mistake in the whole scheme of things. Let's go, boys. Alright, what do we got? Should have held the Joker card while we did that. We got the Frail in here. Now I'm taking chances. I'm living recklessly. Don't... That's more of a Black Rune situation, so... This could well be Delirium. It's not. This is a take and then double. And you'd want to double again if you had the ability to, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not under the gun, like, as far as time goes, so I think we go back, you get a battery charge, and you take Black Rune. So what's the game plan here? I'm actually gonna be an idiot. Like, if you were a smarter person than I am, you wouldn't do things this way. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take his face off. Where the hell is that? It's all the way back here. I'm going to try to double Mom's jar of pills. Mom's bottle of pills. And, like, in the meantime, I may also come to some of these rooms because we can. But, like, active items, this is what we do to them. Like, this item is worth taking. You know, you get luck out of it in range. Sure, HP plus tears. That's ain't no problem there. How do I feel about today's daily? I feel very good about today's daily, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I feel like today's daily is extremely well equipped. Like, we did the right things. We maybe fucked up on that Epic Fetus play. We need another charge. So let's just do one more room. And I'm gonna give myself permission to have made a mistake there. You know, that's okay. Life goes on. We can get to 99 cents. It's probably worth doing. Samson's lock is not worth anything to us, so... We did double it. We Black Runed it, and that worked out really well. We got 2 damage. That's actually extremely good. Now, we are taking some extra time here. But as long as that extra time is paying dividends for us, you know, you can see the value. 2 of Spades is worth a lot of points, quite honestly, as well. So, I think if you're a lame-o, and I'm mostly just using that as a way to, like, insult my competition. If you're a lame-o, you use golden bombs and this, like, lucky rock or whatever it's called, to just shatter, like, as many rocks as you can, to get as many sacks as you can to try to get your consumable stat as high as possible. I'm not gonna do that, and it's not, like, to be honest with you, it's not because I'm a better man than they are. It's actually because I'm a worse man than they are, because I'm not willing to put in the time to get the details right. We got the big picture sorted. That's where I exit. You know, pay me my consulting fee, and then, you know, let the worker bees sort the rest out. You know, I'm more of a big picture guy. We came up with a good direction and management strategy to get our run to this point. And you guys can take it from here. It's been fun. Thanks for your hospitality. Shit, that was stupid damage. That's the most annoying thing, again, about this run, is that there were, like, at least now 6 opportunities where we could have not taken damage. And that's not being a perfectionist. It's really just, like, 6 times where we're like, well, we shouldn't have done that. Alright, so we've only got 1 fight left. I'm gonna pop 2 of spades. Give us another roughly... Oh, because of Tarot Cloth, it gave us, like, 1,000 points. That's dope. I think we'll be top 100 today. I really, really think we'll be top 100 today. It is possible that I'm incorrect and everybody found some way forward on this run that allows them to do what we're doing. That's okay, you know. More power to them. I had fun on today's daily. That's the most important thing. And I think that if other people had fun, that's cool too. But really, like, most important is that I have fun and rank as well as possible. Because, I mean, there's a lot riding on this, of course. We've got the international qualifiers for the Binding of Isaac ESL League coming up. You know, I need to consistently put down top 1% scores if I'm gonna make it there. Plus, you know, I mean, I got all my sponsors. You never know, like Birdhouse Skateboards might take away my, you know, 1 deck a month policy if I don't get a decent score. What is wrong with the middle of you? I mostly just feel bad for you, and that's why I took damage there, but... You were not in the right place there, buddy. Sick. We're done. Where we rank? 46th! That is right! I did it! Could have been top, like, 25 if we didn't walk into so many enemies. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.